I think
Good.
it was very clever how you could manage talking and writing about certain topics that are very important and issues, social issues, political issues, and it was done in a way that we could laugh because you gave it a sense of humor that really connected to us readers that we laugh out loud. So I thought it was very clever. Tell me about how do you manage, you did this so well.
Thank you. Well, that's really kind feedback. When I was writing the book, I knew that the topics I was going to be, discussing were pretty heavy topics. They're not nice. They're dark things in life. And in order not to seem preachy, and in order to make people keep reading and gain appreciation for the people going through this, I knew I had to interject humor. Otherwise, it would just be too dark.
Of course, yes. And your book has a lot of chemistry issues and topics, and it's a chemistry lesson. Are you a chemist?
No. I'm not even a scientist. I'm not even a cook. So yeah, no, I had to do a lot of research in order to write the book. And it turned out to be the chemistry is more difficult than I thought. And the cooking was even more difficult because I just don't even enjoy cooking. It's sort of ridiculous that I combine those two topics. But, I gained a really big appreciation for chemistry and for people who cook well writing this book.
When we did recorded the podcast, we categorized this book as historical fiction because even though Elizabeth didn't exist, a lot of women like her existed in order for us to have the right to vote or the right to work or whatever. So did you inspire in someone special or just came up with Elizabeth in your imagination?
I came up with her in my imagination. To be honest, I was writing my very own role model because I'd encountered a lot of sexism at work and I was still encountering it, I just thought, how much longer are we going to keep going through this cycle? And I think some of the sexism is unconscious on the part of some people. But I think what I was trying to do was bring it to light, put it in a different era so that people would notice that we're still fighting the same issues.
Yes, we talked about it. It's the same issues we can go over and over again. As women, it's really hard to break that pattern.
Yep.
It's really hard. And more than a cooking class or a cooking show or a chemistry lesson, your book or the things that Elizabeth Salt gave us was a personal empowerment. Like she really tried to give us the power as women to stand up for our beliefs or our rights. And she did it in a way that there was no consequences for her. Like she said it without thinking it would be hurtful for someone else. It was the way she saw the life.
Exactly. Elizabeth Zott is a rationalist. So she doesn't ascribe to theories about what women should be because those theories are based in culture and society, and they're really based in myth. And so she just decided that doesn't apply to me because it literally does not apply to any of us.
Exactly.